All right. Hopefully my mic works and I don't sound muzzled. One, two, three, four. My baby don't mess around because she love me so. One, two, three, four. My baby don't mess around because she love me so. So daylight saving times. So why aren't you working? Two more weeks. I guess Jorge's not starting today. That's where it is starting. Guess I'm the healer. What's going on, Evelyn the murder beta? The ultra killer. Mr. Orange, wait, Mr. Citrus? Can't even get your fruits right. What's going on? Honestly, I know what's going on with me. As of lately, I've been very tired. Unusually tired, some might even say. Get this baby damage I'm looking at. Yeah, Yoimiya is probably never gonna get healed by me. She stands way too far. Man, these damages are pretty fucking low. This is after school damage right here. Just hurt my hand playing. I told you, man. How many times have you hurt your hand playing Genshin Impact? 0. So I tell you, man. Don't give up on Genshin Impact. Cause Genshin Impact is not gonna give up on you. Genshin did hurt my brain. Oh, come on. Oh, man. Come on. You know that's not true. You know you're spreading fake news, Federal. I realize I have no audio. Can't hear Arkino's sexy voice, huh? Oh, Farina's also healing. What I really want right now is just an Elemental Master Instructor cup. So no EM cups, and that's fine too. And only get 2 drops, great. Man. What do you mean? I fully know well who my viewers are. They're all Genshin enjoyers who pretend to not like Genshin. As some kind of way to tease me and hurt my feelings. Because you guys know I'm trying to foster a Genshin chill environment where we just chill for Hoyo and all their amazing strives in video gaming. So you guys like to pretend like you don't enjoy Hoyo games as much as I do. I know you guys, huh? MO. I just pretend like I don't. But I know what you guys are up to. Imagine needing to farm equipment. When you talk about what, don't you? How do you get your gear in Elden Ring? Does everything have a 100% drop rate in Elden Ring? I don't think so. Oh yeah, the 3 moons. Genshin just dropped more lore about the 3 moons. I didn't really keep up with that kind of stuff, but I have heard about the 3 moons, the Vulcan moons. Other moons, I assume you probably have some idea of what the 3 moons are about, Evelyn. And what's going on Federal? How's everything? We have both Federal and Goldfish over here saying hi at the same time. After disaster? Oh, come on. Like, I'm not a Wanderer fan, but even I can admit he's not a disaster. He's alright. Look at that. Falcon likes Wanderer. Scared Falcon away. Okay. I was about to leave. I was about to leave. Huh? But they would pick in this case, Bennett. I guess Bennett. I got a pretty promising run in Peglin today, and then of course the game throws at me the one single boss title. What is going on here? Why are you bringing the healer? Whatever, so... let's bring a healer. Oh shit, Alakina's dead. Alakina's dead. I guess the one carrying the run is gonna be Lenny. Oh, I got my energy back real fast. Where is he gonna come out from? Where is his head? I hate this boss, man. You never know where the fuck he's coming from. Where's Serena healing? Did you see my circle on the floor? You see my circle on the floor? First they release it as drip marketing before Sumeru Crescendo, spoiling it hard. They release this drip, okay, and then you can just LMAO time traveling to redeem a character. We made it, didn't redeem him. True time traveling. They made him forget amnesia, and then cause he's still the same person. My issue with him is that he doesn't get any real since everyone forget there's no real satisfactory conclusion. I'd much rather they went about it a different way. Because I was thinking that Kazuha's sword was meant for him. Because Kazuha had this sword that was meant to cut down the Raiden Shogun. And since the Raiden Shogun, like this sword is meant to fight the Musa Itachi. Musa Ishin or whatever the fuck or Raiden's technique is called. And that was the destiny of that sword. And that was what Kazuha's story I think was about. But he just dropped it. And the whole time I was looking at that sword, I'm like, oh, Kazuha's gonna have a face now with the Wanderer. Because the Wanderer was the one that he didn't kill his grandfather, but he was responsible for the downfall of Kazuha's clan. Maybe he killed some of his friends. I know he didn't kill the original, the one that Torta killed. Torta killed the first one. But I think what would happen was Scaramouche would come back to Inazuma and kill some of his descendants. And I think that's what caused the downfall of Kazuha's clan. So I was thinking this sword right here that we crafted in Kazuha's story quest would be what was used for him to have his rematch or his revenge against Scaramouche. And now this sword just sits here. Maybe used against the Torte, because the Torte started all this. But I don't know. And the Torte 100% knows who Scaramouche is. As in that, unlike Nahida, he should know that memories can be manipulated and have his own methodology for keeping data. Because he probably have a fuck ton of data on research, dealing with Scaramouche. They have a co-op effect disabled for lag reasons. Let me sketch up. Well, I've been ranting about Genshin Impact. Amazing lore. Because Genshin is pretty much cooking right now. Well, at least the community is. The community is very passionate about what is going on with the drip marketing, how you did. They didn't even really do much. All they did was show 3 moons and everybody's losing their goddamn mind. I was thinking Evelyn would know what's up. But Evelyn seems to have completely been absorbed. What the heck's going on? My keyboard is all... Oh man, I'm over eating some grapes. Got my hands wet. Now the mouse pad don't work. Promising run Peglin got destroyed by for federal. Evelyn hates Samira's crescendo and the spoilers. Either you can just use time travel to bail him out. They didn't really bail him out. He's still the same person. That's what I'm trying to say. Like nothing about him. Like he's still like basically he's Nahida's prisoner, but Nahida has him in a more motherly role. Like he still acts like he doesn't question her. I guess because it's kind of his way of repentance. And also, I think in the recent story quest, he sent back. You clearly don't play Genshin anymore, but in the recent event, he sent back some information of how to create swords that were lost to time. So while he's not directly in the Fortress of Meripede or the equivalent of that, he is paying back for what he did. He's paying back for what he did. So whatever bailout you think he got, he did not get. At least emotionally. He's still emotionally scarred that he pretty much destroyed his friend clan. Because of a misunderstanding. Because of a misunderstanding, he destroyed his friend's entire clan. He's still emotionally broken as fuck. Can't blame him. And that's the thing WoW doesn't have. Like, characters feel real. While you might not like, I don't like the way that the fact that everyone forgot about him, but the way he's going through it and handling the situation, I think is very good. To convey a story of a person that does have regrets. Scaramouche has a fuck ton of regrets. No, he's holding himself accountable, as I said before. Like, I would have liked it. That's the one thing I would have liked. For him to be held accountable by the people that he harmed. But other than that, I do find everything else satisfactory. Because I really wanted, but then again, because I know for a fact, there's no way Hoyo's gonna leave him, and the Torte situation, without a proper conclusion. And the Torte 100% still knows who Scaramouche is. So we'll have to look forward to that. If Holy does nothing there, then I'll be upset. If the Torte and the Scaramouche don't have some kind of proper crossing. I would have liked the Scaramouche and Kazuha has a proper crossing. And him and Raiden, but we'll have to see if that Holy does something. Oh yeah, Irminsul. Because way back in Sumeru, the preview for Sumeru was this. The Torte burning down Irminsul. So we'll have to see if that gets brought up again. Because this next patch we're going into, the 6.0 patch, is the Torte patch. At least that's what the leaks are pointing. That area is supposed to be controlled by the Torte. So we're gonna see if we get any proper conclusion between the Torte and Scaramouche. Is stream cropped weirdly or just no, it is not you. It is me. It's always me. It's never not me. Well, Evelyn on point, man. Not Evelyn, I mean Federal's on point. Always the one to make sure I know whenever something is off. I appreciate that, Federal. Peglin, man. I'm like getting to Genshin Snezhnaya because my main reason for quitting is Natlan has nothing interesting. My god. The Natlan slander is real. The Meat Boy. Have any of you guys played Meat Boy before? Man, I have so much resin. I didn't even realize that. And I got no artifacts to show for it. It's kind of crazy. Like I'm over here just farming artifacts every day and I'm rolling nothing. Like right now I'm about to do another 5 condensed run. Am I right? 5 condensed, yeah. 4 condensed, my bad. Let's do 4 more condensed runs. Like I woke up, I log on, I did I did do 1 weekly boss off stream, and I did the other 2 on stream. Then I did 5 condensed run, and I'm about to do 4 more condensed runs. And between all of that, I've gotten 0 artifacts to even look at, to even try to roll the substat to see what I get. Isn't that crazy? So the thing I have to look forward to right now in Genshin is when they update the strongbox, so I could dump all the artifacts I'm currently saving, because I have nothing to farm right now. I'm pretty much just going through the motions, waiting for the strongbox. Fontaine was better. So the issue with Natlan for me is they spaced out the update. They spaced out the exploration areas. There's a better word I could use to describe that. Alright, the updates with the brand new areas are spaced out awkwardly. That's what I think the main issue with Natlan is. Whereas other previous regions would have updates back to back to back to back. Natlan, on the other hand, essentially had 2 updates, 2 brand new area updates, and we've basically gone 2 patches now with nothing. We're gonna get 1 next patch, and I believe for the next upcoming patches we're gonna keep getting major areas. I guess Hoyo wanted to try something differently with Natlan when it comes to how they release brand new areas, because usually they release the brand new areas towards the front of the patch and then they end with a summer patch, but it seems that they're going to try to drop all the brand new areas towards the end of the patch. Of course that is. course, they get double crit and defense. So what I mean by that is that I expect the next 3 patches to a brand new update. Frankly, the next 4 patches to a brand new areas. I expect a brand new area 5.6. I expect a summer island at 5. So I expect what do I expect? Or it could be 6.0. I don't really know, but I have a feeling there might be a chance that we get for the next 4 patches brand new areas. So we get what? We get 2 more. We're missing 2 regions for Netland, and we're also gonna get a summer island, a summer region, and then on top of after that we should be getting a completely brand new region for 6.0. Don't have it. It's not. What? Oh man, only WoW players believe that. WoW players believe that the region is unplayable. The biggest one to point to is Shaska. So, oh my god, if you don't have Chaska, the new area is unplayable. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? You guys don't play the game for one. I don't have Chaska. I never had Chaska. I skipped most Natlan characters. The only Natlan character I picked until Movika was Shillidan. I skipped all the other ones. So I only got these for Lantern, right? So basically 5.0, 5.1, 5.2. And 5.2 was when they brought this area. The area in the sky. And I played the game fine. It was literally no different. It's like a Zelda game. Like, you're familiar with... It's kind of weird. Because you're supposed to be a try-hard gamer, but you're saying that the area is too difficult for you, Evelyn? What is going on here, man? Because I did not have it. I just recently got 2 of the newest. I just sat there and skipped most of them. And the other thing about Shiloh, she's not a special. They already give you Kachina for free. So I'm over here running around with the one Natlan character that's already redundant because they already gave a free version of her that could run up walls. She had nothing special going on. We're talking. As I said before, you get Kachina for free, and the one area that people like to cry about is the one area where I didn't get the character. Is the one area where you have the bird. You must have played a single Zelda game before. Like, there's no way the games you play, Evelyn, don't have the ability for you to transform into a monster. This is just generic Zelda shit. This is generic Zelda shit. As in, you have the ability to transform into it. You wear a mask. Some Zelda games you wear a mask. Some games you interact with something to solve a puzzle. Like, this is supposed to be Chaska. I don't like Chaska. I skip Chaska. So this is how I have to get around. Which, fine, because you know what? I can't capture one. But the thing that this has over Chaska is, as you can see, I'm able to... If I could find one in the middle of the air, I could switch to it. I don't think Chaska could do that. Maybe she can, but I don't know. But this is how I get around. And Chaska is no different. She doesn't have a higher bar than this thing. But then I got Movika, and now everything is easier. Not really. Yeah, it is easier. But this is generic Zelda shit. I don't like the monster mechanics search, but that's the kind of that's Zelda stuff, man. You're always close by, Evelyn. It's just I don't. It's not a fair thing to say about the game. Because this is all game. Most games with like this have something where, oh, you need to interact with X to get to Y. There is no way you're playing a game where it's not like, oh, you need to get to this area. Well, like, say you need to open a bridge in Elden Ring. What it says, you have to go find a key somewhere. The key's not right next to the bridge. Am I right? So why do you think it's so be different with us? And in this case, the Siren is right next to the bridge in this game. But you have to use the Siren to then fly across the bridge. But the point of the matter is, in every game you've ever played, they don't just say, here is the easy way through the path. Or the answer is right next to it. In the case of the Siren, yes, it's right next to it. But the point I'm trying to make is that you're making it seem like you don't play games where you have to go out your way to do something to get to somewhere else. When almost every single game ever created by man has have you run around in circles to get somewhere else. I just don't find this to be a fair critique of the Siren system when this is how almost every game you've ever touched as have you jump through hoops to clear areas. 1 second, I have to go check on something I have in the oven. I could just mute my, but that's one game. That's like an indie game. I'm talking about like an open world exploration game like Elden Ring. Elden Ring, you have to find puzzles to get to new areas, find keys in, cryptic shit. Every game have you jumping through, every open world game, or every single dungeon game have you jumping through hoops to get through the dungeon. So I don't know why the Siren system is any more different than jumping through hoops. I don't know, man. I feel like, especially coming from you, you seem like you're a try-hard gamer. It's weird for you to single out Genshin hoops as anything different than any other game you've played before. Jumping through hoops is just the main point of games, especially exploration games. And you have to trust me on this one because, as I said before, I skipped the one character that's meant for this. This is the character that copies what these birds do. And that's the character. I skipped her. You'll need her. Is it nice to have her? Sure. But is it nice to have a guide while you're playing Elden Ring? Sure. It's easy to have a guide. I thought you like stuff difficult, man. I thought you were one of those try-hard gamers I heard about. Skip 90%. But if you want to say that, I just don't feel you should be compared. Alright, so if you want to say you don't enjoy the exploration, fine. I find it to be a satisfactory response, but to say the Siren system is something unusual or pay to win or clunky is just, I don't feel that's right. Because as I said before, I compare Genshin to to Zelda. And I played enough Zelda games to know sometimes you have to blow up things to get to a piece of gear or a key to find something else. And sometimes you have to jump through a lot of hoops to get that extra hard piece or to get that Master Sword or whatever bullshit you're trying to find in Zelda. You have to jump through a lot of fucking hoops. And I find that to be a part of the game. While I don't like it sometimes because some of the puzzles in Zelda are kind of bullshit, I respect that this is the type of game it is. So whenever I look at Genshin, I'm like, alright, is this unusual for any game I've ever played before? And it's like, no, it's not. I've played quite a few Zelda games. I don't really enjoy Zelda games. I played what's it called again? Ocarina of Time, Minish Kappa. I know I played the Spirit Tracks. I tried to play Majora's Mask. I fucking hate Majora's Mask. I don't know who came up with Majora's Mask, but because I'm a completionist, and Majora's Mask doesn't just ask you to like, you have a certain days to do things, but you also have real time to do shit. As in, for you to get to one area to do something, you have to get there perfectly, because it can't wait seconds. You have to get there daytime, and daytime probably lasts 10 minutes. That means you have 10 minutes to get from where you are to get there. So you basically have to save right. You have to save right before you do anything, so you can reset to have the perfect run. And then you have to do fucking like insane movement tricks, so you could actually make it in time and ignore every single enemy, because this only happens on the first day. So you have to run here, get that, then run back here to get this. They can get the Moo Moo Milk, so they can then do something else for another day. Like Zelda Majora's Mask is just the worst game for somebody who wants to complete the game in one run. If you don't mind restarting every time you fail, sure. But if you want to do everything in one day, in one proper run, that game is a fucking nightmare. I couldn't handle it. I had to quit it. If you don't want to play the game, just don't play. Yeah. Exploration in Previous Nation, that seems to be his philosophy here, Federal. He's just not playing. Exploration in Previous Nations was already boring. Now I gotta look for, you don't have to really look for dinosaurs, man. That's the thing, huh? That's the thing. You don't have to look for dinosaurs. Well, man, so why even play open world game? That's to play another genre. That's it. As I said before, it seems to be what Evelyn does. He gave up on him. Well, he kind of burnt out. Well, not burnt out the Elden Ring, but as he said before, he kind of just, well, they said before, they kind of, they'll skip 90% to Elden Ring's exploration. But as, but I do hear that critique a lot from WoW players. Basically a lot of discussion that happens in the gacha space I find to be quite interesting, because watching the guy called Roku Sensei, he was talking about Honkai Star Rail and the staticness of the character. So you see the character in the cutscene just stand here, and I think he said one of his favorite games were Final Fantasy 8 and 9. And I was just looking at this, I'm like, I come from a genre of games, so Game Boy Advance, PlayStation 2, where characters did in fact just stand there, and all you did was get a word box, on voice, nothing else, and I was still able to appreciate that game. Till this day, Final Fantasy 6 is still my favorite game. The characters aren't waving their hands when they talk, they're just standing there like NPCs while word box pops up. And as I said before, his favorite game I think was either Final Fantasy 8 or 9. So when he was critiquing Honkai Star Rail for their static image and ruining in its immersion, I was like, wait a minute, you're telling me you could appreciate an old school game that's very heavily story driven, where characters for the most part outside of some cinematic cutscenes, and even then those cinematic cutscenes are garbage by today's standard. If you could appreciate those games for what they are, and able to still look at the story separate from what the characters are doing on the screen, why is it so different here? Like, I can understand if you say the Penacony story is garbage, and I think he says he does. Said this Penacony story is garbage, but to try to, for you personally, like as somebody else, the newer generation, they're used to different kind of games, but somebody from the old generation is saying that, oh, I need these stuff, I need characters to be swinging around when they have these and they're talking to each other. I'm just like, no, that's hypocrisy. If you're able to appreciate these old school games that have none of that stuff, I don't see why it makes a difference now. Like for me, I don't care. I don't care if my characters are stagnant. I care about the story itself. If the story is garbage or whatever, I don't. I grew up with games not having characters that move a single inch. 2D, and even now, people play indie games that are just like that, and they're still able to appreciate the story of a Hollow Knight, or make up lore for that garbage, and try to make sense of what the fuck is going on in the Hollow. People are able to do that, and the characters are the Hollow is not the Knight is swinging his hand around, making it interesting in or having cool facial expression. None of that shit is going on. People are still able to appreciate the game. So for me to feel like, so for me to then hold you to that standard, no, I can't. I'm not saying it. I'm not defending them saying they shouldn't do it. But if you're a whole school gamer, I don't feel that's and you're able to appreciate old games. I find it a bit hypocrite. I find that to be a bit hypocritical in that regards. That's kind of why I like, I just get the fights and don't. Well, Honkai Star Rail now has a lot of puzzles, is what people are complaining about, which is true. I won't lie, the puzzles in Honkai Star Rail are kind of crazy. They kind of break it up with too much puzzles. And the puzzles take forever. But again, I'm used to that kind of stuff because like it wouldn't be an issue. Like it wasn't an issue for me. Like it wasn't something that stand out to me because I grew up with games like that. But I guess when you're playing a gacha game, people really just want to skip all the generic game shit. Because in Persona 5, you have to jump through a lot of fucking puzzles before you get to the boss room. That's not unusual. It's just that Persona 5 have a lot more interesting moments or better characters, or the characters are more funny. Whereas characters and that adds to the levity of the situation. And that's what happens when you don't have a Paimon. You don't have a character to ease the mood. Because in Genshin, why people might hate Paimon, you're always going to be like, oh, Paimon. You're always going to be saying that Paimon when Paimon says something silly. That breaks up the fact that you've been going through a dungeon for 3 hours. And that's something that Persona 5 has. Where the characters' interactions are there to help alleviate the fact that this dungeon takes fucking forever. Oh man, the first dungeon of Persona 5 almost made me quit. But I'm like, this game is a 9, or I think it was like a 9.5 out of 10. I kept persevering, and boy, was I rewarded. Because the first dungeon in Persona 5 is a fucking nightmare. It takes like 10 hours to get through the first dungeon. Because you have to go back home, prepare food. They made it easier for the remake, Royal, but the first go through, my god. Just want to fight her. I see, that's a fair critique, man. I just don't feel the Saurian was a fair critique. Like, if you want a more linear game, by all means, that's something. But even then, that's not really a critique of Genshin Impact, because Genshin Impact is an open world game. But that's your personal preference, and I understand that. So you're basically saying don't be an open world game anymore, or like what else is there? Because Genshin, you could just go from area to area and just do the main story. There's nothing forcing you to go to this area. The one area that you could be like, oh my god, I don't want to interact with this. Actually, there's one thing. They might just teleport you over here. I'm not sure what they do. Oh man. But yeah, the Sauron is just the same. It's just Zelda shit to me. But I get gacha gamers. Or well, you're not even really a gacha gamer. But you have a gacha gamer's complaint, which is interesting. Where is it? Like in this game, you become this, I fucking hated this game. Was it because, but you have a bunny hat, you could become, so that's Link normally. He was a tree, here he is, so he's just like in Genshin, you could transform into this stuff, you interact with this stuff to get to the new area. So this is basically just like the Saurian stuff. So none of this stuff are new to me. Here you become a guru. In this dungeon, you put on the guru mask. What do you become in this one? You could become a mer person. Yeah, here you are. Now you're a mer person. And you have this fucking insane dungeon. And this one, well, spoilers, guys, in case you do decide to play it. It's what the entire game he has this bunny rabbit, though. Plays the Ocarina, he has this insane dungeon. Does he transform into anything for this one? Well, he becomes some brawler. Becomes a giant. Interesting. But yeah, so another thing that I see from Genshin is like, oh my god, that's so egregious. How could they ever force me to jump through hoops to get to a brand new area? So that's kind of why I see things differently, I guess. I don't like the first part, I just wanted the pulse for the characters and this new gameplay. I can respect that. I find it to be extremely unclear about where I'm exactly. I remember I went on GameFAQs and people roasted me. The first part that pissed me off was I went to the first gate in Zelda, right? See, Ocarina of Time. You start up the game, you're supposed to go to the town, so I go to the town, and I tried to get inside, and guess what? The gates are closed. I'm like, what the fuck? Why are the gates closed? So I'm like, what am I supposed to do? And I'm talking about that's the first area. I'm just like in the first town. I'm supposed to go to the first area to go to the first town, and the gates are goddamn closed. I'm like, why? What is going on here? And it turns out what happened was I went to the town at night, and the game doesn't tell you to come back at daytime. And I don't think in Zelda there's any like time advance. Like, there's no way to move time fast in Zelda. So I was just around exploring the game, and now I'm just stuck outside the temple, the town, fighting skeletons forever, saying when does the gate open? I had to go Google it to find out that it's only during daytime. Like modern games would be, and people were roasting me on GameFAQs. We're like, yo, man, this guy's saying Zelda is too hard. I'm like, dude, any other game would have told you to come back at daytime. There's no guards outside. There's no signs outside. I am brand new to this game. I'm coming from a modern era where games literally tell you, so yo, these gates open at daytime, and I'm just out there fighting skeletons forever. There's no level up system in Zelda. It's not like I'm getting stronger. That shit pissed me off. I don't remember if I did the water dungeon by myself. Clear skill issue. So playing Ocar would be just yeah, Ocar, man, Majora's Mask is the worst. If you want to be a completionist, it's the worst. That's all it is. If you want to be a completionist, I assume it's fun for people who don't care about being a completionist, because people do rave about it. But for me, I'm good. I'm good. I have it on my 3DS still, but I'm like, I even added some mods to it to make the gameplay a bit more bearable, but still not bearable enough when the fact that I have to do a perfect dodge roll so I could make it in time to area all the way across. Essentially, I go from Fontaine to like Samiro's desert, and you only have like 10 minutes to do it. And then you have to dodge everything, and then on top of that, you have to play a fucking mini game. I don't even think you could save. I think Zelda's one of those games you only could save if you're in it. No, could you save? I'm not sure. Maybe I do like a quick save thing, so I have to lose my fucking mind. And then you have to go to a fucking area to do a mini game. You have to catch chickens in a certain amount of period and get a perfect score. I did it though, but still, that was not fun. But I wanted to do it, and I'm like, I can't keep doing this. when I saw how much things were missable, because it wasn't just like, yeah, I think you had 3 days in Majora's Mask to do everything, and then the day reset, the world get destroyed, and then each time you come back, you're a little bit stronger. So East reset, so you're basically in a permanent loop of you trying to solve this crisis at hand. Like, I suck at this minigame. Alright, Federal, enjoy your fish meatballs. But yeah, Evelyn, that's kind of where I'm at with this. I think maybe I played a lot of old school games, and you're playing retro games, indie games. It's not like you're unfamiliar with it. Clunky gaming experiences, but as you said, you just want a straight path, a linear path to the boss. And I could get that. I still don't know this game works, huh? Of course I don't get anything. I maybe get the scores, huh? Why just wasting my points? Like, what's the trick behind this game? Cause I just fail. Are you just supposed to use mediums, huh? Like, I'm never getting this, huh? The guy in first place, Mark, is just killing it. He is like 6 times my score. I don't understand how this game mode works, but whatever it is, huh? Yeah, Mark's is just really good. Like, I don't know what the fuck I'm going. Like, everyone in Zora Domain tells me to go to the South River to save the princess, but the path to the South River is blocked, huh? Yeah. At that point, it's Google game. Did I come last again? Yeah. Marx is a hacker. I think that's clear. Doesn't believe in energy recharge though, this bastard. clearly hacking. I think that's pretty evident. There's no other reasonable explanation as to why I did not come first. At least I can't think of any. Look like I'm gonna be here for a while. What is this? So what's this? Automatic get small net without using action. Player you will randomly gain one of the following buffs. So automatic quick throw small net without use it. Okay. I think I'm understanding this. Wait a minute, is this currency that I use? Of course he does. Of course, 8 to get set. Of course, what is going on here? Why is 8 getting it? Is this game rigged or something? Just failing everywhere. Once against 8 to get set. Oh, I got it. Fuck you, Aider. Oh man. But it's interesting that your action points carry over. What's going on here? What's she saying? Honor and I help her in white. Good news. This Injuine of the Maison Gardenisha. She's already arrested the supplier behind the Unchained. Oof. The scoundrel was still counting money even as I kicked the door down. A proper piece of work, that one. Who's Jalia? Oh, Jalia's I didn't even see this little thing over here. Scoundrel assassin. This is the Melazine. It looks like your fishing spree had the desired effect. There's been a clear reduction in the number of invasive species in these waters. The way things are going, I say it won't take long before the problem's been thoroughly dealt with. That's awesome, so there's no need to worry about Fontana. Paimon meant the quality of Fontaine's water. So where did we meet this thing before? So the waters are completely free of invasive species. Alright. There must have been someone in her past with really strong sense of responsibility who had a profound effect on her. It's easy to see how she feels. Okay. Does she have a sword, a shield, a backpack? And there she is. And there our poles are. And that's what I'm talking about. It's kind of crazy though. Actually, I think I got an artifact. Did I roll it already? I felt like I did and it rolled into shit. Maybe want to look at these pieces. Like, I don't really need double crit. That's the thing. Maybe if it's energy recharge on it. I roll anything if that's energy regen. I swear I got a double crit artifact. Midas blind. There it is. I just don't need stuff like this. That's why I'm at like on top of it, leveling it. I completely forgot about leveling it up because you already know where this is going. Does it? I really care. Flat attack, EM, whatever. Doesn't matter to me. All Alright, maybe it does matter a little bit. Death's garbage. I know I got a double crit circlet. But for this set, a set that I don't care about. I only really care about energy regen. And that's about it, am I right? Yeah. Let's see if I could put some fishies into my fish container. I just remember there's an indoor aquarium, but it still takes up so much space I can't put it inside the goddamn house. So we'll kick you out. Let's throw you in. Because this blue one over here and this one over here are the special invasive fishes, I guess. How much do I have? 5 of the blue ones. Because these you only got from the first ever fishing event. And now they recreated the fishing event, but they did not include the fishing rod system. Instead, you have to get the fish with a whole new mechanic. How fascinating. So which gacha game next? I know in WoW my freaking resin has to be super capped. And my WoW resin is over capped. But WoW is like the hardest shit. And I don't really care about WoW that much, so yeah. So what do I do now? I ain't gonna lie, I do like my ZZZ. Amazing, it's only been an hour. It's only been a freaking hour. Thought I was on Genshin for like 3 hours, to be honest. I think I got my coffee. No, I did not get my coffee. Ooh. Don't want pulcra, I don't know. I just keep improving Miyabi. So every Friday there's a brand new endgame, huh? How fascinating. All right. Back to getting slammed into the ground. This cream cheese sandwich don't taste that good. The bread don't taste good, but I'm just hoping my stomach can handle it. Garbage. I don't think I'm ever gonna get something fucking good. Of course. There's attack percent. Maybe if it rolls all attack, I could be happy, but I'm not gonna hold my breath. Last time I held my breath, ended up in the hospital. So no more bet holding on this stream. Lasagna. That's it. Where did the peas and mozzarella go? You finished that one already? No peas and mozzarella? I don't know, man. Is that even considered dinner? Or you don't have the essentials? Like peas and mozzarella. Alright, so this is all going into depth. Oh, that's one. Okay, that's enough of that. That is enough of that. This one rolled to attack once, so maybe I could get this one to roll to attack more than once. Oh, that's one. I think started. No, it's not, is it? Oh, it's just dodging. He literally dodged it. It's like, okay, I give you one. The rest, go fuck yourself. Gave me one and then told me to go fuck myself. I was like, okay. I was like, I see. I was like, okay, I see. I see you do it. I didn't know you had a game like that. Huh? You know, I don't really eat the same exact dinner thing for 5 times in a row. Wow, you serious? Guess only I do that stuff. Huh? Cause that's genuine what I do. Still struggling to find what foods my stomach can handle. Cause I need some variety up in this bitch. But I'm struggling hard. Oh, this actually a roller. I don't need it though, so I'm just gonna lock it. Definitely don't need that. Okay, that's enough. Let's see if I can get something to impress Federal. And the answer is will this impress Federal? I'm not sure. Will it impress Federal? So I gotta find out after this, huh? Message from our sponsors. No. No, it won't. No, it won't. No, it will not. Press federal. Oh man. I'll keep it for now though. I will keep it for now. Which one do I have that's this one? Oh, it's fine though. Like trying to get a perfect set for her is so difficult because I'm literally looking for a 5-liner that rolls perfectly. Or a freaking ice cup that don't roll like garbage. And that just makes everything that much more difficult when you're looking for perfection. But I don't really have anything else to like strive for in this game, so here I am. Trying to min-max the another Hoyo game. Being RNG abused. Maybe one day I'll wake up like Federal and Evelyn and move to a different genre of video gaming. But for now, I'm just gonna suffer. Because one of us has to, right, Federal? We all can't be slackers like you guys. Someone needs to go into the RNG pit and try to find what is the equivalent of a shiny Pokemon. Am I right? Like, who's more crazier, me or someone who's trying to find a shiny Phoebus? Like, at this point, you think, I'm the most sane one, right? Like a shiny hunter versus me. Just trying to get the shiny naturally without any RNG shenanigans. Like, hands down, it's me, right? This point is just a fact. Is 9 the highest? 8 is the highest, huh? Is 8 the highest? One day Lemon will have a baby who turned out white and celebrate because he got shiny. Oh man, that's funny. Because they're called albinos. Are you familiar with that terminology? That's something that... man, let's just remember the stories about albinos. Some areas albinos are fucking haunted. Down because they're said to be able to provide some buffs of sorts, cure diseases, their bones or their crap, so they'll kill people. Is serious? What is an albino to a white person? Does a white person have albinos? Cause so what does albino word mean? Let's see. I wonder if Hispanics. I wonder if, because I know black people have albinos. I'm not sure if. Anyone else have albinos? Is Latin for white? Oh, okay. But yeah, it is possible for. I think my family has it. My grandmother's white, but she's got my grandmother in her side of the family is white. Because what happened is her mother was a slave. Alright, so basically the way my grandmother's story works is that, well, on my mother's side, my grandmother on my mother's side, the way her story works is that she is the daughter of two fairly white-looking people, but only her father is actually fully white, because he's from a slave master family, whereas her mother, my grandmother's mother, is the love child of a slave and her master. So my grandmother's mother, on my mother's side, mother is black and her father is white, but she came out looking white, which is fascinating because I usually think that either there's a mixture where the child comes out brown, but in any case it's usually where the is dominant. It's usually where the black features or skin color is dominant. But in my great grandmother's case, she came out with features that would be considered white. So basically, both my grandmother's parents look Caucasian, despite one of them being the product of essentially, well, not essentially rape, but just rape of slavery rape. So fun story, right? But yeah, my grandparents. Well, I don't think it's possible. The most I could do is brown. I can't have a white kid. I could just have brown kids. If Mandela's ever taught me anything, that offspring unusually not a mix of the parent's color. If Mendel, what did I say Mandela? If Mendel has ever taught me anything, so who's Mendel? Is it supposed to be Mandela? I doubt that. Taught me anything. The offspring is usually not a mix of the parent's color. No, but in white and black case, I do think it's a mix of the parents. Like, so many white and black kids, especially when the parents are blonde, they come out with this brown skin, and you will see that they here transitions into blonde. Like, they will have a curly hair, brown, dark, like a bit lighter than black. Like, usually black people hairs are black, and then it transitions into a blondish tip. But it's usually a mother. Usually it's a blonde mom with a blonde mother. Black. And sometimes you get this, and sometimes you get that, and sometimes you get this. And then sometimes you sometimes something happens somewhere. Man. But sometimes you get this. You get the curly hair, blonde tips. Yeah. The guy who experimented with genetics. If you mix a red flower and a white flower, the offspring is either red or white, not pink. Okay, okay. But in the case of humans, I think there's definitely a mixture. Because, I think the whole genetics things is that this is a deck of cards, and you take from each, you take a cards and you just mix up the cards. You pick what 26 of one card or whatever, how many cards are in the deck, and then you just mix and match. Why am I not getting anything? Which one do I pick? But in the case of humans, I do think colors do mix. On occasion. And if it is, I don't know, man. Does science delve into the details of why there's so many different varieties of skin color? Because we do have a lot of genetic differences based on regions. Based on nose width. Like black people tend to have a bigger nose. White people... I don't know, white people are very varied in size as well. I don't know which one to pick. I know Asians have smaller eyes. And shit like that. Then there's straight hair, curly hair, all this stuff. That makes us different. Speaking of black skin, may or may not have had a comment removed by... Oh my god. Yeah, I figured you were getting your comments removed. I'm like, there's no way. There's no way Federal is being respectful on the internet, especially frequenting Yoda-Yo. Probably just a bunch of Jinx art. The Yoda-Yo mods have to be like, yo man, chill out with the Jinx art. And spamming the N-word. I was like, damn, Federal. I'm always trying to have a respectful community. Oh, he's actually dead. Nothing. Oh, great. Nothing, huh? Yeah, a lot of things went into making us who we are. Which path do I take? I don't know which one. Which one? I hope one of these give me discounts. Whatever, I take this one. I just need some discounts, baby. No discounts. Is this what I need? It is green, huh? The overshare roleplay you had with, oh my god. I knew it, man. I always knew. I just wanted to pretend. But deep down, I knew the truth. I knew there was something going on. When you send that Serena Arto with Gardevoir, I was like, okay. There's more layers to the story. There are more layers to this story than he's showing right now. And lo and behold, I find out. So who were you playing it with? Which character were you having this interaction with? Who's your go-to character for AI interactions? Good lord, that's one hit. Did you ever get anything for that, Oh wow. Oh man, it sounds like your fault. You probably put that in the sentence. Probably look through your history and be like, wait a minute. This guy seems to have a preference. And it would be inappropriate to not accommodate those preferences. It's 100%, man. I can fully blame you. Because AI based its results on how it interprets your behavior. And it seems like the AI was clearly right. It's a perfect scenario for you. Oh no, I know it's part of the decision. Someone else designed it like that, Man, it's kind of crazy when I think about it right now because my electric bill is about to go to the roof. Because of Trump. Because it turns out that New York gets its freaking electricity from Canada. So that's great. Turns out we get our electricity from Canada, so it's gonna be some fun times coming up. Once New Yorkers start checking out their electric bill. Hopefully it's upstate New York. I think New York City gets their electricity from Con Edison. So that's it. That's good. That is excellent. Whereas maybe it's upstate New York that gets theirs from Canada, which I preach. Because fuck upstate New York. Fuck them all. Alright, maybe I get a good artifact here. So I can rub it in Federal's face. As I said before, I really just need a 4-liner with double crit, don't I? Yeah, it's kind of what I need, huh? Because everything else rolls perfectly, I think. Of course, I get this piece on the wrong set. Let me see something. So, which one could I be like, alright? Maybe. Is it this one? I think it's this one. But she does use anomaly proficiency. So I'll just be... Yeah, that's pretty much it, man. I pretty much need it. Maybe let's craft another fucking... what do I ever do, Federal? What would Federal do in this situation? He probably just quit the game and insert or boot up Ballad Cats. Oh, that's my most perfect piece looking like. So I could go like this. 32,171. Like, is this stronger? Like, I lose damage bonus, but let's find out if this is stronger. Apparently, Pornhub is also Canadian, so Trump doesn't calm the fuck down now. So I don't use Pornhub, but because Pornhub already have issues in a lot of red states already because they want voter ID laws. They have voter ID things going on. So you pretty much have this scenario where those states like Texas don't have it. I know Texas doesn't have Pornhub. I don't remember where else doesn't have Pornhub. Cause to look at porn in those states, you need to put your ID, and people like, hey man, privacy. We don't want the government know what the fuck we're doing. We don't want Big Brother know what kind of porn we like. So to protest it. Oh wow, I took off numbers. $54.29. Let me try to memorize some things here. 54.29. Actually, I need the buffs too. Moving doesn't move. Invulnerable, and you go like this. 7658. So you have 7658. You proc for 68143. I thought this guy was supposed to be invulnerable. He is invulnerable. I can't even see the number. Nine three. The numbers are changing. Alright, so basically I need this enemy not to be stunned. $101. Alright, let's I guess I have to go check the VODs or something. Luckily I'm streaming on YouTube, so I could just scrummage through the VODs real quickly and see what's what. Man, I remember there used to be a song called What in the Butt. I said what in the butt. Oh man. My cousin loved that song. I said what in the butt. Yeah, but totally not me. Have you heard that song before? I know that was a very old song. It's about getting it in the butt. So what? Dude, why are you attacking? Yeah, yeah, whatever. I think it matters. Apparently Pornhub, blah blah blah, fuck, yeah. You serious? Never heard of what? I used to be an old school jingle, man. You kids nowadays didn't really grow up with the good old internet where you had catchy tunes. So 18 years ago, good lord. Interesting, starts off with a cross.
What in the butt? I said what in the butt? I said what in the butt? You wanna do it in my butt? In my butt? You wanna do it in my butt? In my butt? You wanna do it in my butt? In my butt? Let's do it in the butt. Okay. I feel you watching me over there. Come to me if you care. Don't sit and stare.
Alright, you get the whole thing. That's pretty much what he does for the next 2 minutes. He brings up does not limit the mark. Oh my god, man. The issue with Natlan is that it's amalgamations of different cultures, and I guess people don't really care. I don't think people really know how to describe what they find to be wrong with Natlan, and I think that is what Natlan's issue is that it's an amalgamation of so many different cultures that you can't really lock it down the same way you could say not lock down other regions as to what makes them unique. Okay, did I do everything I need to do in this garbage ass game? I have a pulse, but no one to pull. Okay, go for a single pull. Thank cat God, never heard of it. That's dog shit. What? That was what I grew up with, man. Are you telling me the songs I grew up with are worse than the cat songs you kids are listening to nowadays? Satan is so federal. Told me this blasphemy you speak is purely a jest. Tell me you do not stand by that statement. Tell me you're kidding. Say no, streamer, I'm just joking. That song is amazing, life-changing, some might even say. Well, yeah, that song was the jam when I grew up. In more than one way. Ah ha 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 ha. Oh man, well yeah. It was one of those songs that caught on. There's also one called Chocolate Rain. Chocolate Rain. But yeah, so a lot of those things grew. Sorry to hear that you come on, man. You missed out, dude. You and your Minecrafts and your PewDiePies. You didn't get to appreciate the good parts of the internet before it got corrupted by all these gotcha games and streamers giving their shit opinions. It's alright, man. Not all of us live to the magical age of the early stages of what do you call it? It's not memes. The early stages of what would be considered viral YouTube videos. Of all of us could be so blessed. It's unfortunate, I admit it. I know you wish you were born in a different era. Be able to appreciate the things I appreciate, because the things I appreciated were so much better than what you have now. But it's life, alright? Don't look down. Don't be depressed. There's still during the internet for you to appreciate. Just gotta find the courage to look deep down inside of yourself and be like, you know what? Maybe I wanna watch some Chocolate Rain or some what in the butt. So okay, I won't tell anyone, man. I keep secrets. I'm a good secret keeper. I won't let anybody know. The Federal enjoys fine media such as I said what? The brain rot of my elementary school years was Gangnam Style. Yeah, I remember. In my friend groups, I was the first one to come across Gangnam Style. And we came from church and we were just chilling in my living room. And I put it to play. And at first everybody was like, whatever, so. But then a couple weeks later, here, Open Gangnam Style. Open Gangnam Style. I remember that day quite vividly. When I first came across Gangnam Style. I just came across somebody arguing about Boruto. Because Boruto is kind of... The anime sucks. The anime for Boruto sucks, but I do like the manga. But people don't like the manga because the manga basically introduced aliens and shit. And where I'm coming from is like, anytime you go into the origin of things, you're always going to be like, have some... You have to always deal with the elephant in the room. Like, how did these magical powers get introduced to this world? And a lot of times either science or aliens. Or demons or something. And people don't really care for that with Boruto. But I think Boruto is good, but I'm probably one of the few people. Not few people, but I'm probably the minority when it comes to the manga being good. The anime is garbage. It looks like her stock market keeps declining.
Or rock with it. You can fight it or rock with it. I feel that split. Away we go. I feel that split. Away we go.
The fuck? Oh man. Brain rot. Who do I pick from this? Fine list. None of these characters I use. I don't use Imagineer. I don't use Quantum. I don't use the Hunt. I don't use Wind. I don't use Lightning. Well, I guess I have to pick Lightning. I'll ask myself what would Federal will do. And then I do the opposite. Nova. That's the best choice, but I think that's just the best policy to live by. Does it steer me wrong sometimes? No. Maybe one day it will, but not today. Not today, fine sir. Not today. Open Gangnam Style. So one side you have fire, one side you have none of these are what I wanted, game. Okay, I'll take this. I'll take this. I'll submit. I'll take this too. Am I not merciful? Am I not merciful to have taken those ones? But yeah, Woo is on the back burner right now because I have not done my Woo dailies. My resin has overflowed. The last I checked it, that's not a good thing. So find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. Right now, a lot of Dragon Ball Z community is trying to find out where Dama, which is the one of the newest, well, is the newest expansion on the Dragon Ball Z lore, is situated. So there's a lot of arguments in the community. Say, oh, Dama came after this. No, he came after that. Huh? And then I'm like, come on, guys. Why can't we all just be friends? And you were like, fuck that, mother bitch. There was a massive cyber attack against us. We get attacked every day, but this was done with a lot of resources, either a large coordinated group or countries involved. First protest against Doge, then tells the stores are attacked. Now X is down. Oh shit, X was down. Have you seen it? Oh, wait a minute. Federal, are you still there? I heard, what's the word? The word on the street is that, ZZZ's newest character got taken down. Or the trailer got taken down. Because it was too sussy. So what do you think, Federal? Would Yoda take this down too?
My back. Running around all day. This new job is killing me.
They said Korea took this down.
Hi, I'm the new massage therapist here. Pleasure to meet you. If the pressure is too much, just let me know.
Okay.
Alright, let's get started. Oh, I'm so sorry. I guess I didn't get it quite right.
It's fine. Just be a bit more gentle.
How are you feeling, Miss Paltra? A little better now? Miss Paltra? The massage is over now. Please feel free to rest here for a bit.
No way. Couldn't be her.
So what do you think?
My...
Someone at Hoyo, my dear colleagues, I assure you showing Pulchra getting massage in the moderator detail is essential to her lore. I get it, Pulchra. Backstory. As much as I want to joke about Goonin right now when Pulchra was getting her ears cleaned, it reminded me of those ASMR videos where super cute Shibas were getting a top tier spa treatment, and now I genuinely and desperately exaggerate want one of those videos, but well, Pulchra, I'm not even joking one bit, and 600 votes. Like, maybe I should know what the fuck this person's referencing. The allegations are never getting beaten. Says she was back problem to give us absolute cinema of a scene. I don't even think it was that ranchy, but whatever. As long as the sussy stuff doesn't involve minors, bestiality, or offensive stuff in general. Yeah, oh god, man. Feta, you're getting banned? Oh no. Those are so lax. And Feta will still somehow finding ways to get banned. I'm afraid to even ask. Oh no, like this, Feta. Those seems like such lax rules. And somehow Federal still managed to find ways to break them. I'm scared now, man. I'm terrified to think what's going on with Federal's post. I don't want to think about it, man.
Take a look. This is pure genius.
Terrified. It's gonna keep me up at night now. See what kind of pervertic shit is Federal posting? Turn me into a praying man. But yeah, that thing got taken down in Korea, man. And that's the thing about these conservative states. Huh? Like, Korea is conservative as fuck. Like, porn is not even allowed in Korea. Like, a lot of these Asian countries, as I said before, probably ranted about this before. But a lot of times you hear people say, why can't we be more like these Asian countries? Like, they don't allow porn. Why the fuck do you want to be like these Asian countries? So I just want all allies lose something, obtain one negative. What is the point of this? Huh? Do I ever get anything in return? Obtain 3 random blessings and I lose everything. That's interesting. Here's 3 random blessings, but you lose everything that you care and love. I'm like, okay. I'd rather kept everything I cared and loved, but if I must. Well, racism is offensive after all, although I still disagree with your decision because it was all purely fictional. Oh my god. That's how it starts, Federal. That's how it starts, and the next thing you know, it's not fictional. It's IRL. And next thing you know, Federal's running for president. And next thing you know, he abolishes. He abolishes democracy. And then we have over here the reborn Mussolini.
Open sesame. Expand your thinking. Delivering warmth.
All because Yoda didn't try to stop him. Didn't have any rules in place to stop the rise of the next Mussolini. It's a slippery slope, Federal. Yoda allows you to keep that thing up. And then the next thing you know,
Nothing but a
we enter the timeline where Mussolini
endless.
is reborn.
Nothing but a void.
Gotta be careful about those kind of stuff.
Open sesame. Glimpse the unknown.
You think it's all fun and games?
Expand your thinking. Watch it grow. Time to suffer.
No, I don't have the balls to manhandle and rope a burglar who infiltrated my house. What? That's one of his story? Is this a Mussolini lore I'm getting right now? What's going on here? Man, I can't get the good artifact to save my life, huh? And I go on fucking Reddit and all I see is people with god tier artifacts. And I'm like, where the fuck is my god tier artifact?
Endless riddles. Nothing but a void.
Best is yet to come.
Who's robbing freaking dictators though? That's kind of crazy. Who robs dictators? That's kind of their things, am I right? Which one do I keep? Whatever.
Share the good news with the whole city.
Time to wish upon a star, baby. And I got nothing, Federal, nothing. Not a damn thing. So embarrassed. I was trying to impress you by getting a 5-star first try. But once again I failed, just like all the other times. When will I learn my lesson, Federal? When will I give up? Because that's what I did up with chat, but oh, that's the situation? Oh yeah. Because the chat, but this free stuff added salt to the injury, and again all fictional, all fictional, you say. That's what they all say. I know the reality of the situation. It's an unfortunate situation, but I know the reality. How do they fix this? You go like this, you go like that, you go like that, you go like this. You go like this, you go like that, and you go like this, and then you go like that, and you go like this, and then you go like that.
Help us with this
Do I want Anaxa?
Watch this.
I shouldn't be pulling characters so quick, so in succession like that, because all the characters I'm pulling right now are garbage within a couple months.
Expand your thinking. Watch it crumble.
Watch him crumble.
I feel less
What's going on Reddit right now? So Elon Musk essentially saying, yo man, my site got hacked. It's like, yeah, bitch. That's what happens when you fuck up the democracy. People get angry. People get angry when you're fucking with democracy. My god, man. Like, the fact we're in this timeline pisses me off so much. What's this black motherfucker doing? What the fuck are you doing, dude? Oh man. Doing dumb shit like that, huh? Trying to throw hands, huh? Vandalism? Is that my grandmother? Like, what the hell? How old is this woman? Is she in Russia or something? And then they brought them back in to clean the shit off. Oh man. So our grandmas need to stay the fuck home and stop messing with the spray paint, huh? Purge of USAT completed with 83% of the staff fired, huh? Yeah, that's... What the fuck is this guy doing? Oh, treatment of Chinese traders. The people spit on these things, like you putting your hands on them? But this is some insane shit though. Guy tries to do an ATM rob prank, and the guy runs up and does this. Is that a gun? It broke his face, good for him. Don't do dumb shit like that. I'm just gonna rob somebody at ATM. What the fuck you think's gonna happen? Well, what's going on here? I can barely hear him.
Is your first comedy night? It is. What's the laugh? Do you mean just in general? What's the laugh? Is your first comedy night? It is. I'm like, yeah, this is what happens. All of us tonight, we all do it slightly differently. I do like one-liners. So I do a joke, and then I leave a gap, and hopefully you lot laugh. And then when you stop laughing, I'll just do another one. And then you'll get others, they're sort of more conversational, so you won't even realise they're doing jokes. And you'll start yourself laughing, you're like, oh, you're laughing. But they know what they're doing, yeah. I used to work in a garden centre, this guy asked, no, that's not the bit. No, see? I know they're called one-liners, but... If I'm honest, sometimes there's 2 or 3 lines. So you have to sort of wait. If I were you, I'd wait and just copy what everyone else does.
It's hard to understand him, but I get it.
What's that? What's the laugh?
I shared experience in the comment section of a chat with the mods. Went, wow, these users having fun. Wow, delete it. Wow. Oh, man. They probably have Federal marked as a racist now. You know that one guy that keeps sharing those awkward scenes of black people robbing him? Yeah. That's Federal. That's funny. As we should understood him. So this is Federal right now. So everyone who disagrees with you is a racist? Oh man, this is what I'm dealing with right now, Federal. What I do, man? This spider's creepy as fuck. This cat is all weirder. Shit. Is he struggling to breathe? I don't fuck with the ocean, man. There's sharks out there, dude. No, you guys have to be like that. I don't care how much people sharks kill. Ain't fucking with that shit, though. I don't care about the numbers, I don't care about the days. Fuck the sharks, huh?
No dirty tricks.
Feeling spiffy? Open sesame. Watch it crumble.
Yeah, man. This show called Soul Leveling. And one of a meme about this called Sister Leveling. Where he basically hooks up with his sister. It's a meme. It's not real, but
Bust. Or maybe
it kind of spread and became his whole thing. And this incest joke is taking a life of its own.
I'll take it off.
Endless riddles. Nothing but a void.
Sister Leveling. But yeah, Honkai's story is in a quite a curious spot right now, cause there's a lot going on in Honkai's story that people aren't happy about. So it's gonna be quite interesting to see what the live stream is like. Oh man, the live stream is gonna be quite. It's gonna be quite interesting to see what they cook. Solo leveling, huh? Like, you can only level up one cat at a time in Battle Cats. Essentially, that's what it is, huh? Because in solo leveling, only the main character can level up. Huh? Everybody else stays your strength, and unlike and he has infinite capacity. He can level up infinitely. It's a good show. It's a good action-packed show. If you ever wanna see what the other side of the weeb world is up to, it'll be something worth watching. Let's see, so you know what? I want to go beyond simply making art. I want to watch the art. Yeah, man, some people are just fucking lucky in this game. You know something I didn't realize about this character, Tribbie? I think she creates lights around the field. She does, like these sparkly lights, I never realized it was her doing.
Bust.
Like, you have to really look in the background, but there's like these Christmas decorations that I never really paid attention to until somebody brought it up. Like right now, there's nothing in the background.
Expand your thinking. Glimpse the unknown.
No dirty.
I think it's when she activates her burst.
Are you the West Wind? Away we go! Are you the West Wind? Away we go! Can you find the answer? Can you find the answer?
Can you find the answer? Can you find the answer? But yeah, people are really not happy about the current state of things.
Bust.
For
Or maybe I'll take it all. Watch your head.
Honkai Star Rail. So we're definitely gonna have to see what they come up with to try to re-engage or calm down the anger
Open sesame.
that's going on, because what's going on is so bad in Honkai Star Rail. Because usually in Genshin, what you would see is that the mods in Genshin trying to like cut down on the doom posting by saying that they're going to restrict certain amount of spam, or at least that's how they regard the doom posting.
Can you find
But this is the first time I've ever seen it. The freaking, what do you call it again? This is the first time I've ever seen the
find the answer?
Genshin leaks, not the leaks section. In this case, Honkai Star Rail leak.
Or maybe
Also be like, alright, there's a bit too much doom posting. We're gonna cut back on all the doom posting.
bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. Watch your head.
And that's what's so crazy to me. Is that the doom posting is so bad that even the leak section, because I understand the main Redditor cutting down the leak because
Dirty tricks.
Glimpse the unknown.
that's trying to be official and be presentable to newer players, whereas the league section should be a free-for-all. Like, if people don't feel good about the whole situation, I think that's fair. I think the league section should be unrestricted. Let people express themselves.
Can you find the answer?
Bust. Or maybe I'll take
But
it all.
this is the first time I've ever seen the league section for one of the whole year games. Be like, this is getting too bad. We have to step in.
Or maybe I'll take it all.
We need to step in. Of course. Had to be defense, am I right? If it was anything else, that would be not anything else. If it was attack percentage, that would have been too good. And we can't have people having a good time while playing a Hoyo game now, can we? Am I right or am I right?
Can you find the answer? Can you find the answer?
Bust.
The rise of Mussolini.
Watch your head. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
But yeah, like this Goblin Slayer, like there's a lot of mangas. That's kind of sussy. That kind of match you to a certain extent. That I think you'd appreciate.
Glimpse the unknown.
I find him somewhat interesting myself. Like Goblin, it's not Goblin Slayer, but Goblin Slayer is somewhat similar to the one I'm reading right now. From Goblin to Goblin God. Very similar to Goblin Slayer. They actually borrow inspiration from each other.
Can you find the answer? Can you find the answer?
Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Endless riddles. Nothing but a void.
Nothing but a void. I spent all my resin and I got nothing to show for it, Fredo. I got jack shit to throw for all that resin I just spent. Nada, nothing. So I basically grinded a bunch of Hoyo games. I think the only one I actually got something usable, although I don't need it, it's still usable, was ZZZ. The other Hoyo games were spent vastly more resin on. I have nothing to show. So yeah. That's cool. Nothing fucked up about that one. Nothing sussy about that. Huh? Where did I leave off? Actually, yeah. It's time for the war. Oh yeah, the thing now is gonna happen. Is it? When is it? Should be soon. We'll be getting the update for ZZZ. So there's something to look forward to in that regard. Some more content of sort. And today's Sunday. No new animes. Oh, there is 100 Girlfriends. Which is an interesting anime, to be quite honest. I don't know if I ever mentioned 100 Girlfriends to you before, but it's about this guy who basically gets 100 girlfriends. Like almost every other episode introduces a new girlfriend. And the most interesting one is that he's in high school. And one of his girlfriends is a daughter and a mother. He has the moms, man. Like the daughter's in high school. I think you're in the same grade. But the mom is a grown ass adult. And he's like, yep, nothing worried about this thing. Like, I'm with it, but it's still fascinating. You flip the roles. If you made the mama an adult man and dude a teenage girl, that's so unacceptable. Which I'm fine with. I'm fine with the double standards. Dudes are gross. But ironically, once the girl gets of age, now it's the norm. It's a norm for the younger girl to go with the older man. So it's kind of funny how that stigma gets flipped upside down once of course the boy can still get once you become a man you can get whatever age woman you want to, but the odds of you getting with an older woman is so much less than a younger girl getting with an older man. Which reminds me, not Pokemon exactly, but Pokemon is in a situation now where a guy genuinely thinks that he's getting married to her. Like he genuinely believes that him and Pokemon are getting married.
I alone.
The guy has mental issues, but it was just crazy to watch. Cause he's just like, yes, me and Pokemon getting married. I moved out to California, now I'm homeless. Cause I gave her all this money, like he got catfish. Didn't even know. Yeah, completely fished. Alright, if this rolls like a high crit rate, I'll be happy. Alright, I think even a high crit rate will... Oh, yeah. Oh, man, it's not high crit rate, though. Alright, I have this garbage over here that has energy regen. This seems fine until you realize only the crit and the crit damage actually provide anything. 7.5, is that good enough for me to keep going? No, no it's not. No, it is not. But yeah, this game has events for days. Let's get to it. We all can't be slacker like Federal and skip out and regatta grind. Somebody has to put in the work, am I right, Federal? Someone needs to sit down and buckle down and get through all this fucking gacha grind before it piles up on me. Man, I hate this event. I completely forgot that I hate this event. Oh man, this event is garbage. Oh man. This is not fun. This is not a fun event. Holy, Kuro. Like, can't you just have you go into the ring, fight the enemies, and move on? Kuro wants to make you do this for how long? And if you fail, you have to start all over again. Oh man, this ain't fun. It's like the developers of Battlecast designed this game. It's like, let's make a game that everyone hates, except for the most troubled of minds could appreciate. Spooktember. Oh, so now just because someone wants to dress as a ghost outside of Spooktember, they're selling races. Oh man, I missed that message. So that's what's going on. People just dressing like ghosts nowadays. Let's see. So that's what the kids are saying. I'm just a ghost, man. What's this thing rain from the sky? Well, you're just a ghost nowadays, huh? So the fuck do I get up there, Kuro? Kuro, how the fuck do I get up there? And I'm just looking at this timer, tick away as my life spans, drains it. So why the fuck am I doing this? So it's never fun. Cause the FOMO, man, I think they could turn this game around. I don't know. It's content, I should just shut the fuck up and just do it, If it wasn't for this, I'd finish streaming already. Go watch some anime. So this is content, which I should be appreciating, right? I'm so ungrateful for free content. What is wrong with me, Federal? Let's see, how the fuck do I get up there? What am I supposed to do, Kuro? Answer me, Kuro. The worst part is the same fucking area too. As in, all the event happens in this one area, so just keep coming back to this area over and over and over again, and then running around like a chicken with your head, cut off. Let's try to make sure I got that phrase right.
Watch out!
Wish I could, like, there's too many buffs. I don't want to, and the buffs are random too. You don't even get to select. Oh man, this event sucks. Booty cheeks! Not the good type of booty cheeks. The very hairy type, if you catch my drift. Unless you're into that. Then don't mind me. I'm not gonna judge you.
Can you keep up?
Pharaoh will judge you, but I won't. This is a no judgment zone. So how much of my life is going right now? So 4 minutes of my life has been dedicated to this shit ass event.
It's the beauty. Here comes the helper. My compliments. Mysterious scent. The world is mine.
Is there like a thing I could zip line up to? Huh, Koro? Do I have to? Oh, no, Koro. Do I have to run up this goddamn fucking wall? No. Where's all the flying?
Smooth journey.
Koro. Okay, I can fly. Get me out of here, Koro. Hopefully the fight though ends when once I kill this thing.
Take this. Blow. Listen up for luminous energy. It's the beauty. Art unveiled. My compliments. Found your weak spot. Radiance lights the way.
What's going on the screen, Federal? I have no idea. Just chaos. Does I kind of have to do this again, don't I? Oh no, did I? Wow. Oh wow, so I do have to do it again. Can I just kill the last boss and move on with my life? Oh, wait a minute, I already did this? No, I didn't. I just don't get the take unless I get full points. That event sucks ass. Like, you look up the dictionary definition of ass sucking, and that's, you see a picture of me playing that event. And then you'd be like, why is that guy putting himself through the suffering when he could be playing Battle Cats? I've already told him about it. So it's not like he doesn't know the game exists, huh? But yet he voluntarily puts himself through this pain and suffering. While he bitches and moan
Can you keep up?
about the game being too much for him. I assume that's exactly what Federal's thinking right now. That's probably what he's pondering. That's probably what he's insinuating. Bro, I just legit about to say you're doing this to yourself. I knew it, man.
Witness the
Seems that my mind reading powers are beginning to activate. Took long enough, right?
savior.
I was beginning to think I would never awaken to them. What the fuck is going on up there, man?
Quickly and swiftly.
I was beginning to lose hope, Federal. I was like, when will my mind reading powers activate? It's been so long, huh?
A smooth journey.
But now it seems like things are just beginning to connect. dots are beginning to align.
Further bask in the sunlight.
Stop hitting her. She's a child, you mother bitch.
It's my compliments. Brilliance lights the way.
Oh, finally this thing shows up. Now get me up there, you game. Get me up there. Fly me to the sky. Back to the area where we were before. Oh man, I just keep using this goddamn area. Again, it's only 3 bosses. I didn't really want to suffer in this area.
Quickly and swiftly.
Seem like I have to do it multiple times. Hey, is here a cat mimic?
Is that it?
Bellcast reference here.
Luminous energy.
So Fredro's probably
Watch out.
rocking in his chair right now, saying, "Oh my God, no Bellcast reference."
Brings it to life.
It's alright, Cat Fredro, you can say it. I know a Bellcast reference. Am I right? Am I right or am I right? But yeah, this event sucks. Booty cheeks! I have to do it twice though, so that sucks. Because they wanted to get 12,000 points, right? But you don't need to fight every single fucking mobs here, and they don't give that much points to fighting them. It's just like, come on, man. Like, you're just punishing you for not having to. I don't want you to spend like 2 hours fighting these fuckers. Like, the bosses give almost no points, so fun.
My compliments. Surrender. You will yield. The world is
Oh, really? Why play a bad cast? Exactly what I was thinking about. I was thinking about Mimic Cat. Isn't there something called Mimic Cat? Or was I wrong? Or am I not up to date on my Bellcats knowledge? Oh, look at that. I got half the points required. Because you don't need this much fucking points. Huh? Like, it's so stupid. It's a stupid event. Like, what do you expect me to do? Run around forever to get 6,000 fucking points? Look how much pulls I'm missing out on because I don't get max points. Stupid ass fucking game. So angry. So angry, Federal. About to Hulk out on you, man. Like, Genshin would never do something so idiotic, huh? As to force you to sit around and fight so much goddamn enemies. Alright. Let me check it. Am I getting the pulls? I'm missing 1 from this. Obtain 1,000 points in 5 feet. Am I getting all the pulls? Am I getting angry for nothing? Oh, maybe I'm getting angry for nothing. Alright, I'll cool down. It seems these points are not mandatory. Seems like they're not mandatory. Alright, it's not as bad as I thought. I thought you were required to get those many points. It's about to lose my shit, Federal. Frankly, I already lost my shit. I had to change my pants after that outrage. But now I have to go apologize to the Cura devs. Instead, I was led astray by my Genshin mentality. Oh, Whimpering Ways finish. This new weekly reset I have to go do now. I was talking about mind reading powers you mentioned earlier before the mimic thing. Oh, okay. Oh, I know that's what I thought you were talking about. Thinking about the mimic. I thought the mimic is what you were thinking about. That was what I was referring to, being able to mind read. Or did something else happen?
Quickly and swiftly.
I'm over here with my goldfish in memory. Oh, I'm doing this to myself? Yeah. That's what I was talking about. In reference to the mind reading powers. Oh, so you were saying that? I was like, I was essentially saying what you were saying, but you were thinking about how I'm doing this to myself. When you already told me about Battlecast, a clearly superior game. Said nope, not in that case. Oh man. I just remember. But yeah. I was actually referring to the whole saying that I'm doing this to myself comment, not referring to the mimic. The mimic was 100%. This is another attempt at me reading your mind. But clear in that case, your mind was wrong. Because I'm never wrong. So if you say your mind didn't say that stuff, then the conclusion I could reasonably come to is that your mind was wrong.
Found your weak spot. Brilliant light.
And you know what? That's okay.
The world is
We all
mine.
can't be right. Except me.
A new era awaits.
Except me. Everyone else can be wrong though. There's always an exception, Fredo. Don't think anything of it.
Running won't save you.
Y'all can be as
Still recognize infinity.
100% accurate as I am. It's just life at that point too.
Here comes a helper. Improvise. Can you keep up?
What am I supposed to do here? What is this glowing?
Is that it?
Is that it?
Stage is set.
Oh, the challenge is done? Do I just get the gold one? Do I get the crit rate? I get the crit rate.
Victory
I was pondering about the true nature of few cats called the brainwashed cats. I have the reason to believe that they are not even cats, and someone in the cat army has someone control them. So what do they look like? If you're not cats? They don't look like the other cats. I assume they don't look like the other cats. There's no way for you to like try to say that they're any less than a cat. I know why Federal is now gatekeeping what it means to be a cat, but I for one do not like it. I don't like this gatekeeping of sorts. Who are you, sir, to dictate what is and isn't a cat? Huh? What makes you so special? Are you some kind of cat connoisseur?
Still recognize me.
Are you some kind of cat expertise?
Bask in the sunlight. The fruit of evolution. It's the beauty. Huh? My compliments. Brilliance lights the way.
If you were to ask me what the hell is going on screen, I would have to lie to you because Genuinely, I do not know. I would have to tell a lie. So I'm very grateful that you never asked me what's going on screen. Because I just would not know what to say.
Quickly and swiftly.
I would be lost for words.
Find your weak spot.
I would be perplexed. I would be confused. I would be flabbergasted. I would be chagrined, stunned.
Running won't save you.
Oh yeah, I was watching this thing. And I saw this dude, man, he was making this joke about what is called a grape scissors. Hopefully I can find it on YouTube. I saw it on Reddit. Here it is.
When helping yourself to grape,
Hopefully this audio is good enough.
grapes, don't pick up the bunch and pull off one grape at a time. Instead, potentially using grape scissors,
My good man, may I trouble you for some grapes? The grapes are downstairs. There's a bunch. Have at it. Excellent.
You've crossed the wrong path. Surrender!
Maybe it's not bad. Maybe you could hear it.
Most excellent.
Alright,
when
listen.
helping yourself to grapes, don't pick up the bunch and pull off one grape at a time. Instead, potentially using grape scissors,
My good man, may I trouble you for some grapes? The grapes are downstairs. There's a bunch. Have at it. Excellent. Most excellent. And where do you keep your grape scissors? The what? The instrument with which you remove the grape from the vine. You can possibly have me believe that you eat it with your hands. Yeah, much like with any other human being. You pluck them and you pop them in your mouth like an EDM festival. My God! It would appear that some of us are stuck in the evolution process. You Neanderthal! You would have me believe that you pluck the grape with your very fingers like some foul beast! Oh, you reprobate! Hey, look here, Bridgerton. This ain't the royal family crib, man. Either you go eat them grapes or I will. I can't believe that I was in the midst of its countenance every time. Your very presence sullies my essence. I must remove myself.
You got a grape book? Scissors? Federal? You seem like somebody who have grape scissors. Tell me you. There's no way you're gonna tell me you picked your grapes with your very hands. What kind of animal
Quickly and
does
swiftly.
that?
Take this! Brilliant lights the way!
Move the instrument you used to remove the grapes from the vine.
The world
So
is mine!
stuck in evolutionary process.
In the name of the Montana.
Oh man, probate. Pretty interesting stuff, I must say. But yeah, I do eat a lot of grapes, so maybe I should procure myself a grape scissors.
Can you
Because I've been plucking them with my very hands like an animal. And you know what? I don't want to be stuck in the evolutionary process anymore.
Life is in everything.
I want to become a full human.
Witness the art's true form. My My compliments.
Her compliments, huh? Wait a minute, am I supposed to be killing this thing?
Still he said, victory favors me.
Guess I was supposed to be killing it. I thought we were friends.
Quickly and swiftly. Masterpiece complete.
But I knew we were to kill it. I would
Can you
have
keep up?
went a little bit harder.
Take this. Bloom. Yeah, brings it to life. Huh? Luminous energy. Furtive evolution.
I cut
Capture
a
the
grape
spark.
clusters.
Did I mess it up? My
I
compliment.
cut the big cluster into smaller clusters and then eat that quantity, but I picked the single grapes with my hand.
Did I mess it up?
Alright.
Glory
And here I just
demands
rip it
more.
off of, like an animal.
Found your weak spot. I'm just low in fluids.
Procure myself grape scissors. Build an instrument that you use to remove the grapes from the vine. White, interesting.
Running won't save you. Instantaneous. Bask in the sunlight.
Fast in the sunlight.
Art unveiled.
Art unveiled.
My compliment.
But yeah, this game's combat is not fun. Just going through the same motion 1,000 times. Why do I suffer? Why do I put myself through this, Federal? I just believe that maybe they could cut the... I don't know. Maybe they're gonna prove me wrong one day and be like, hey man, this game is amazing. How much of these fuckers are there? I know grape scissors bullshit. I just use regular scissors, I bet those scissors are only for grapes, right? Mm-hmm. But yeah, there's no scissors using my grapes. I don't fuck with scissors. Just use my biceps and my triceps to apply pressure to remove said grapes from the air. Vines. Because it seems like I'm. By the way, scissors are a reference to a couple of enemies in the battle cast Cesaro. Oh, so that's where the word scissors came from. Interesting. Over here again, history lessons from Federal. What is this fucker's HP? He seems like he's kind of high. I don't know, not a good type of high. The very bad type of high.
My compliments. Surrender. Brilliance lights the way. Glory demands more.
Where's my HP go then?
In the name of the Montellis. Found your weak spot. Still recognize me. Instantaneously. Capture the spark. Here comes my compliments. Victory favors me. Masterpiece complete. Take this.
What's that meteor? Who the fuck's summoning meteors? Is there a meteor cat, by the way? There has to be a cat dedicated to meteors. Oh man, you only get 4k points, so the fact that I have to go through this. Question, do I have to finish it? I don't want to finish it. Because 4K point, I can, all the fucking Hoyo games, you just go through it once and you're done. For some dumb fucking reason, they want you to go through it twice in war. So dumb fucks, man. Fucking dumb fucks. They're just trying to make everything into a goddamn chore. And I get it, cause whoopers, we want content. Just like, bother bitch, play something else. Huh? This is not fun. You don't want to do this content that much time. You maybe want to do it once a week and you're done. You're put. It's over. It's finito. It's done. It's not gonna be talked about anymore. It's not enjoyable. It's not something you want to repeat for the eternity of your experience playing this shitty ass game. And then every fucking day is a new bundle, so you always get these goddamn red markers. Every fucking day new. It's not new. Came out last patch. You mother bitches. Genshin never does that. Genshin doesn't load up your shop, your store to say, hey, look over here, you can spend money. It's like, no, fuck you. Anyway. It's a whatever game. It is what ifs. But now we're escaped the Wua. I run Wua another day to get the rest of the currency. It's kind of crazy though. Been forming Genshin, I can't get any fucking artifacts to show Federal. I have nothing to show to Federal to be like, hey Federal, look at this. Look at this brand new artifacts. Been months since I've said that. Always like to boast about my gotcha luck to Federal, but I've had nothing to show for it. Alright, so what's the theory between these 3 moons? Alright, just give me some more. Why should I give a fuck about these things?
We finally got an animation for the Moonlit Bamboo. Hoyoverse is dangling over our heads, a region where Celestia's rule really doesn't reach. A place teeming with outlaws, forgotten relics, and a power unlike anything we've seen before. Welcome to Nodcry. From its untamed landscapes to its mysterious moon-worshipping cult. Not gonna lie, I'm gonna be upset if this upcoming region isn't one of the most lore-packed and unpredictable places in Teyvat, because I'm finally starting to feel like we're actually close to uncovering the truth of this world. What if I told you that the people of Nodcry harness a power that potentially predates visions? That their power might come from the moon? That the Tore and the Futui are already experimenting on it? And the best part, we'll be there soon. Today's video will contain everything we know about Nodcry and why this region might just change Genshin's story forever. I hope. I'm your Leafy Lore Keeper Minslif, and I read the Genshin Impact lore so that you don't have to. But first, a word from today's sponsor. Today's video is sponsored by Opera GX, and if you haven't installed this amazing browser, then you're missing out on it. You decide how much power your browser uses. Stay secure and anonymous, no extra extensions needed. But here's where things get even cooler. GX Mods 2.0 lets you customize everything from special splash screens to UI icons. Want a Genshin-themed browser? Sure lets you separate videos into a floating adjustable window. No more awkward alt-tabbing. Your video stays right where you need it. And switch into Opera GX, effortless. The built-in import tool lets you bring over all your bookmarks, browsing history, and even cookies from your old browser in seconds. Plus, Opera GX supports every single Chrome extension, so you don't have to start from scratch. Download Opera GX today using the link in the description and the pinned comment down below. Thank you so much, Opera GX, for sponsoring today's video. Nodcry is located in the southernmost part of Snezhnaya and was first mentioned by generous Daddy Liban during the version 5.1's Marvelous Merchandise. Liban described Nodcry as a lawless frontier where people from all over Teyvat gather in search of fortune. But he also warns Traveler of the region's dangers. He himself was robbed there and had to have his goods retrieved by the Voynich Guild. Nodcry doesn't have formal courts of laws or authorities like the Knights of Favonius. Instead, they have the Voynich Guild. Other than Liban mentioning that the guild was rather generous when they retrieved his stolen goods and bought them off of him, we don't know much about them or if they're in cahoots with the Fatui. The Fatui have always been the strongest force in Snezhnaya, so it's no surprise that Fatui Harbinger Il de Torre has a stronghold in Nodcry. And for good reason too. Nodcry is strange. Like, really strange. Apparently, according to Mawika, the people of Nodcry are able to use a special power that predates the 7 elements of Teyvat, potentially predating visions. And that's weird because what does that mean? This insinuates that Nodcry's inhabitants possess a power that's not like anything we've seen before. Or maybe we have seen it before. This power might have something to do with the Frost Moon Scions, whom we first hear about during the version 5.3 event on the Trails of Behemoths. Helka is an event-exclusive NPC and happens to be the first NPC from Nodcry that we meet. Helka belongs to a mysterious organization in Nodcry. A former adventurer named Katya raised her and several others. After experiencing myths, Helka is an event-exclusive NPC and happens to be the first NPC from Nodcry that we meet. Helka belongs to a mysterious organization in Nodcry. A former adventurer named Katya raised her and several others. After experiencing the monsters that her area had to offer, Helka decided to leave to explore the monsters in other nations, posting a commission in the Adventurers Guild to obtain our help. According to Helka, the Frost Moon Scions live in the wilds of Nodcry and allegedly worship a moon deity whose statues are scattered throughout the land. Unlike the residents of Nasha Town, another area in Nodcry, the Frost Moon Scions lead a primitive lifestyle in forests and are considered a weird bunch by the locals. Helka claims to have seen the Frost Moon Scions do magic, presumably unlike any elemental art we've seen before. An ancient civilization obsessed with moon worship might sound familiar to you. If you're aware of Arlecchino's backstory, you know exactly where this is going. According to the lore tied to her story, an ancient dynasty in Conria once revered a celestial entity known as the Crimson Moon, a mysterious deity they desperately prayed to for salvation. They begged for descenders, beings from beyond Teyvat, to come to Conria, transcend the gods, and rewrite fate itself. Arlecchino's very existence might be proof that remnants of this dynasty and its forbidden rituals are still lurking in Teyvat's shadows. And best of all, there might be more of these moon cults as far as Nodcry. From a young age, Arlecchino could wield a strange flame before she acquired her Pyro Delusion and Pyro Vision. Unlike normal Pyro, this fire scars her body every time she uses it, leaving her limbs looking charred and branding her as cursed. Those killed by her flames don't just die, they leave behind after images. The echoes of their last screams haunted her dreams until she simply got used to them. According to her story quest, her cursed blood can be used as a potion that painfully erases memories so thoroughly that a person's old self is effectively killed, allowing them to live a new life. So where did she get these powers? Well, Piero seems to think the answer lies in the Fontaine book, Paranary. I'm going to quickly summarize the origin of Arlecchino's powers based off what we know from Paranary and the Crimson Moon semblance. This section will contain theories and speculation since the intricacies of Arlecchino's origin story are still a mystery a la Conria style. So please take it with a grain of salt. We're trying to deduce where Nodcry people get their powers from with the literal crumbs that we have. Arlecchino is a descendant of the Crimson Moon dynasty, an ancient era of Conria that existed thousands of years ago. This doesn't mean she's ancient herself. Instead, the implication is that members of the Crimson Moon dynasty might still exist today, still practicing the forbidden ritual, which consequently imbues children with the Bale Moon blood fire. That very practice was considered too dangerous, even by Conria standards, possibly leading to the dynasty's downfall. Now let's talk about the Frost Moon Scions of Nodcry. They worship the Frost Moon, which already sounds eerily similar to the Crimson Moon dynasty's reverence for their own lunar deity. If their story follows a similar pattern, then there's a chance that they're also practicing ancient forbidden rituals, except their power might be cryo-based instead of pyro. Katya does warn Helka to stay away from the Frost Moon Scions and their eerie moon statues, almost as if uncovering their secrets comes with consequences best left untouched. If Arlecchino's Bale Moon bloodfire can burn memories away, what if the Frost Moon's power can freeze something even deeper? Perhaps time itself? If Arlecchino's fire is unnatural, then what kind of twisted cryo abilities might the Frost Moon Scions have? Could they erase emotions? Freeze death? Freeze time itself? One thing's for sure, these ancient lunar cults are hiding something. I mean, of course they are. And the deeper we dig, the more it feels like Arlecchino's curse is just a tip of the Frost Moon iceberg. The existence of the Frost Moon scion suggests that Teyvat's lunar mysteries run even deeper than we thought. We have the Crimson Moon, the Abyssal Moon, the Shattered Moon, or the Ancient Moon in that land, and now we have the Frost Moon. The worship of moon deities in Teyvat traces all the way back to the three Moon Sisters, some of the oldest and most mysterious figures in the game's lore so far. If the Frost Moon scions and the people of Nodcry have inherited powers tied to an alleged Frost Moon, then clearly these Lost Moons still hold influence over Teyvat today. One of the other known settlements in Nodcry is Nashatown, home to a group called the Speranza. According to Helka, if the traveler ever visits, they should seek out her mentor Katya within the Speranza, hinting that this group might be the secret organization dedicated to researching monsters and ancient phenomena. But the real mystery lies beyond the town. Somewhere in Nodcry, there's an island where the Frost Moon scions gather. This island is apparently covered in ruins reminiscent of the secret source automatons. There's a possibility that the secret source automatons originated from ancient dragon technology, and honestly, it'd be cool if we got some lore crumbs about the Cryo Dragon Sovereign in Nodcry. Recently, Nodcry has become even more dangerous than usual. The Fatui seem to be tightening their grip on the region with large-scale construction projects underway, and none other than Il Dottore running a stronghold there as well. Moiko warns the traveler that direct conflict with the Fatui is unavoidable the moment you step foot in Snezhnaya. And in Nodcry, Dottore's subordinates are already swarming the area. His objective might involve the Ancient Moon's remnants still floating ominously in Natlan's sky. This seems way more large-scale than his usual experiments. Dottore, the Ancient Moon's remnants, and the mysterious power lurking in Nodcry may all be a part of a much larger, more sinister plan. The question is, what exactly is the Fatui building? So, we've got Dottore's stronghold, the Fatui potentially up to no good, and an entire cult of moon worshippers. But you know what's even worse? Or better, depending on your perspective, than having Dottore as our next big antagonist? The fact that he might not be the only one. There's still Columbina, Miss Seelie herself. If the Seelie race has any connection to moon worship and the lost lunar deities, then you can bet we haven't seen the last of her. There's also Rayrir of Solnati, one of the 5 sinners of Conria whose name literally translates to the Avenger of the Moon. I think it'd be really appropriate for him to show up in a nation mired in moon-related mysteries. If Rayrir is a Nodcry, then we're not just dealing with the Fatui. We're looking at something, hopefully, more dangerous. With the release of Nodcry later this year, we could be on the verge of finally uncovering what really happened to the ancient moons of Teyvat.
That's enough of that. You missed the end, Infernal? Come on, man.
One of the most polarizing regions we have ever had in just about every... It looks like this and that. Hey, but a lot of people just feel like it's Uncanny Valley. A lot of people, they don't let Legends of Tintin, that movie from a while ago, I'm showing my age, but like a lot of people talked about how, oh, it's so realistic, blah, blah, but a lot of people found it was just Uncanny Valley. It fit the vibe of the region. Also, things like roller skates, things like an actual motorbike, these are things that I see in real life, whereas nothing in Natlan is things that I see in real life. And so it's a juxtaposition of real life versus fantasy. If I would expect, I actually don't have a problem with a motorbike in Genshin full stop. I would prefer it to not be there, but immersion wise, I don't have a problem with it. But what I would like to see, what I would have liked to have seen in Natlan is actual roads, actual other vehicles.
That's fucking insane. One woman has a bike. One woman. Why would you want the entire infrastructure dedicated to one woman having a bike? I understand if bike were mass produced and multiple people had bikes, I'd be like, alright. You could, there should be roads and blah blah blah, but she's literally one character and her bike could go in water and ride up walls. It's clearly not a traditional bike, and it has a fucking dragon face. When she rides it, there's a literal dragon face. It's clearly a dragon bike from ancient tech. It's the same thing with Raiden's puppet fucking body. It's ancient tech. We don't know the scope of ancient tech in Genshin and Teyvat. Yet people are like, oh, Raiden could have a mechanical body. Like, Raiden doesn't fucking fit in Azuma's fucking world. And people are like, yeah, that's fine. We could have a mech. Could have a fucking sexy waifu mech. Could have a fucking Gundam. Could have a literal fucking Gundam. Could have a goddamn Gundam, a giant mech. But God forbid this bitch rides a fucking dragon bike. And now he's like, we should build a road for one character. One character, he's thinking in his head, we need a road for this. Can you imagine that, Ferdo? One person, your entire freaking village or wherever you live has a plane. So your entire town must now dedicate itself to building a runway for that one plane. It's like, what? You're going to destroy all our houses and, or well, not really. You have to destroy things to make a road. But the idea here is like, and it's clearly an off-road bike. It's not a traditional bike. It's a dragon literal bike. She literally has a dragon face. If you look, there's a dragon face right there. If you turn it around, you see the goddamn dragon face. It's clearly a bike made from ancient dragon technology. Her body, I assume, is made from some old technology. The riding puppet and also all these other things are also made from ancient technologies. The abilities or the technology in the Natlin goes way, and Tevat goes way beyond what Keeper currently capable of. Like, there's no reason for the world of Sumeru to have a fucking Gundam. There's no reason for Raiden to be able to craft herself a freaking puppet a robotic body essentially. With limbs and all this crap. These are all magical bullshit. Yes. he literally works exactly like it too. Don't you see? There's a dragon outline right here. You probably didn't look at the front of the bike. The bike literally has a dragon face. And yet people are like, oh, she just came up with a bike out of nowhere. It's like, shut the fuck up. You don't know what there's so much mystery in Genshin. And clearly it's a dragon face, so it's never like you have people in the desert making freaking technology in the desert with no metal. You have Raiden making yourself a puppet body, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh my god, a bike. How dare she? Were there roads for this one character who has a special bike that she barely rides around on? Literally has fucking dragon eyes and shit. Guess when it moves, it has the dragon features. Then it fades away. But yeah. So why are there a road for this one character? Oh man, this is so silly. See what I'm talking about, Federal? The dragon face and the bike. I don't want to accept that this is dragon technology. Just like, oh no, this is not dragon tech. She just came up with a bike out of nowhere. The dragons literally talk about having spaceships. And you're like, oh no, yeah. But bike, bad bike. Man, gacha gamers are fucking insane, man. I have zero respect for gacha gamers. Ironically, myself being one. But it's just like some of the dumb shit that I come across. And a lot of the dumb shit I come across. Like, I go against the community a lot, Twitter. Like, a lot of things I see the community complain about, I'm just like, this is just insane. Like, if you're going to complain about the bike, you also have to complain about everything else. That's all I'm trying to say. There needs to be consistency in complaints. It can't just be about, oh, well, Scaramuccia gets to run around in a Gundam, which is way more advanced than any fucking bike. A total of 5 pixels, yeah. Well, she has a dragon bike. A lot of technology in Tevat are based on dragon technology. In Natlan, it's based on dragon technology, and even then, they also built it in Shaska's story quest. They built a jetpack. That's something that what's your name can't do. What's your name cannot build a jetpack. Fontaine. Like Fontaine is quite advanced. They can't build jetpacks. That's something for Natlan. I think it's phlogiston. Phlogiston is just very good as a power source. Ooh. Crashing 1950s car versus modern cars. Well, they both got... Oh, which one folded the worst? It looks like the 1950s cars got folded, but then again, if it's really from the 1950s, maybe it rusted. Maybe some of the features deteriorated. I don't know if it's a fair comparison. I can't even eat carrots. Throwback to our hidden pregnancy announcement. Oh, they made a thing with the baby. Sonogram. Alright, so Mel won a free drink in the air guitar competition while on the cruise, which was the last memory before waking up overboard. Did it skip the most important part? Why was he overboard? What happened to him? Oh, so you got drunk and then fell overboard? Is that what happened? And no one realized it? Yeah, the American economy is getting short. You know the funny thing is, Trump was like, I guarantee you if you keep Biden as president, the stock market will collapse. This is what Trump predicted would happen if he kept Biden as president. No, look at it now. Tired of winning, guys. All that winning. We've already been through this before. So this kind of is exhausting for me. We've been through this before. We knew he's a fucking idiot. Yeah, we were like, oh, well, the black woman, DEI. Can't have her. So DEI just invalidated all our work, all our effort. And said, well, because you're a black woman, hence you're not qualified for this, huh? Remember this? This was one of his goddamn fucking tweets. Stock market's crashing. I told you so. Kamala doesn't have a clue. Biden is sounds asleep, all caused by inept U.S. leadership. This is the fucking thing we're dealing with right now. That was said August. That's a few months ago. No, here we are. Someone said a Doja Cat will put on a wig and everyone will forget everything she did, and that's exactly what happened. What did she do? What did Doja Cat do? What? She's in Rachel's chat room, just showing her feet. What's the rate exactly? What is a Rachel's chat room? Fascinating. Your best friend wins his freedom, but you're still a slave. Oh man, I got one of these tests. Might it come up this badly though, but the odds are he's allergic to histamine, because that's how they test you. He's probably allergic to whatever they are using. Oh, he's allergic to needles. Yeah, whatever they're using to test him with it's clearly what he's allergic to, because you can't be allergic to this many things. Maybe you can, but the odds are whatever the instrument or whatever is consistent in the instrument is causing all this. You've been telling your parents to buy US stocks for about 2 years now. And they decide to buy when Trump becomes president. Oh, man. Things should stabilize around the end of his presidency. But for the first 2 years, there will be a massive collapse of the United States economy. Our place in the world should decrease by a lot. So America is just gonna be in a shithole place for a couple years. America is gonna be that shithole country. Whereas the president is talking about transgender rats. The mice are changing genders, guys. We got priorities. Yeah, the economy's collapsing, but fuck that, man. We gotta talk about these rats and their boobs. So welcome to America. You're getting a front row seat. Oh no. What the fuck just happened? This guy's just collapsed. His back just fall out. What happened? Oh, there goes his knees. He's probably tired, exhausted, or something. This is Russia. It was like, we're not budging, you bitch. You move. Well, no, you move. Brain rot, gooner, slop, mods, girls who want to have fun. Oh, shit. Me not in class, so the teacher doesn't feel sad. Oh, man. They are very thin-skinned. They make so much fucking bad images of this woman. But we have a new curse, Nina Darama curse. I respect you as a fighter, so I won't say anything bad. How am I cursed when I filmed as many videos with Alex as I did with her? Please elaborate. You should focus more on training and less on tweeting negativity. Focus on your fight with her. You have a tough challenge ahead. Wish you the best. Hey, these are 2 girls. Interesting. Does Nina interview girls? That's something interesting. For the most part, I see Nina with other just interviewing dudes. But then again, the dudes are vastly more popular, so maybe that's just what comes up in my feed. Pokemon Legends aren't great, says former Nintendo, but hope Twitch could allow Game Freak to go back to the drawing board and add more details to future RPGs. Interesting. On 29. Oh yeah, I have to. When is Star Rail? When is Star Rail? So update. This is a web event going on for Genshin. Is it a web event? My brother did an allergy test once and he also positive to just about everything. So what can you eat? I did one. Mine came out with like cantaloupes, carrots, and stuff along that line, but it doesn't show like I don't know if I have one, but I get like acid reflux for certain things, and that's definitely an issue. So I sure to get Primogems or something. Let me get off the stream before I give away my entire life to Federal. Before I give away everything to Federal, let me just switch over. I don't need to give away everything to Federal. I have to keep some things secret. Oh, so that's all you have to do to get 30 gems? Just have to share it. That's cool. Usually they make you work for that. Usually like, yo bitch, you have to work for this thing. You have to sweat. And also cat fur. Oh man. What about you? You managed to escape all the allergies? So you telling me your brother got the basketball skills and all the allergies? Sounds like a fair trade to me, man. While you kept the AI skills. You gotta keep the important stuff. Trump demands MSNB Rachel Maddow be forced to resign. Yeah. Man, America sucks, ass. Defense thanking Americans for everything, yeah. If Trump won in 2020, it would have sucked, but nowhere near as bad as it is right now.
A premier shopping destination. Discover style, adventure, and endless energy. Everything you're looking for is here.
A rapist? Should ask Lakshan about this. Maybe that's him. I'm joking. Oh man. No, I never did one. What? You telling me your brother has all these allergies and never think, you know what? Maybe it runs in the family. I never crossed your mind? Like, you know what? Maybe this runs in the family. Maybe I should look into this. Maybe I should figure this out. Where is this? Oh, it's tomorrow. Tomorrow's the update. That's cool. I don't know. I never had allergic reaction in my 22 years that I've been in the world. Okay, okay. So empty brother, does he like swell up? Huh? What if you find out the weight that you gain is just one big allergy? Wouldn't that be crazy? Dolly Parton. Wow, so this is the top 5 worst month since 2009. That was around the crash. His eyes get irritated. Okay. Or maybe he's just a crybaby. You ever thought about that, Federal? You just told him to man up. Stop with your eye watering. Is it like a bird in her hair or something? I think I've seen this before. It's a bird in my ear. So how it feels to put AI generated on? When the slop is sloppy. Rule 34. If it exists, there's a port of it to post. Oh no. I'm giving federal ideas. Alright, Fertile. I've overstayed my welcome. Oh, take care, man. Have a great day, great morning, good evening. And, bye-bye. Let me just quickly set things up. So that when it comes time tomorrow, because bam, it's ready.